Welcome back to Munchausen's Proxy, where we would like to say we are bigger than dancing on someone's grave. Alas, said grave belongs to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whose creators have taken, in recent years, to venting their various issues and frustrations on we, the fans of the franchise who built it into the money-printing machine it has become. So no, I do not feel guilty in beating on the dead horse known as Disney Marvel. To that end, let us gloat at the fact that the Marvels plummeted to 4th position at the box office this past weekend, being beaten in their second week by the equally weak and slightly disappointing The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Trolls Band Together, and the grindhouse horror flick Thanksgiving. In so falling, the Marvels dropped 78% week over week, with an 87% Friday to Friday drop. It was the lowest second week showing for an MCU film. The latest MCU outing struggled to lift above $1,000 per theater in its first full week, only accomplishing that on Saturday with a measly $1,105 per theater haul. At this point, the Marvels is going to struggle to break $100 million domestically and $250 million worldwide. As a reminder, Disney Marvel claimed the film's budget was $275 million, and they get a UK tax break that drops that down to about $220 million. However, that was the budget as reported to the UK government over a year ago. In the interim, there have been significant reshoots, re-edits, plus what was probably in the neighborhood of $125 to $150 million in marketing. Meaning, the movie probably needed to hit over $750 million to break even. For those doing the math, yes, that is almost a $500 million loss. If that was not bad enough news, the reception in China to the movie has been less than exuberant, scrounging less than $15 million, 75% of which goes to the Chinese. The box office in other locales has been even worse, with the next best international haul being the United Kingdom, with less than $7 million. With this kind of reaction to the latest MCU dropping, it would seem international theaters are seeing a similar response to Disney Marvel's girlbossing as they are in the US. The latest Hunger Games sequel has opened a weak audience support as well, making it 2 weekends in a row where formerly strong franchises have flamed out a bit. This is the lowest opening for the franchise to date. To be fair to the Hunger Games, this is a Matrix Resurrection situation, where the studio wanted a sequel, and so urged the novel's author to write a purpose-made prequel to the books for the sole purpose of the studio being able to make a Hunger Games movie. Estimates are already looking pretty tepid before the movie hit, and the weekend results showed the prognostications pretty accurate, with the movie hitting the low end of those guesses. The Hunger Games sequel, whose title is ridiculously and unnecessarily long, was supposed to be the origin story of President Snow from the first 3 books and 4 movies. What was marketed was a romance between recently infamous sufferer of diarrhea of the mouth, Rachel Zegler, and the actor playing Coriolanus Snow. Given the absolute storm kicked up by Zegler in relation to both her attitude towards her upcoming Disney live-action remake of Snow White and her pompous entitlement during the actors' strike, it is a mistake to market the movie in such a way, especially given that reviews have pointed out that she is a side character in the movie at best. The main focus was on Tom Blythe's Coriolanus Snow and his path from innocent minion of the Capitol to schemer on the rise to the presidency, and the evolution of the Hunger Games from something to punish the districts and keep them in line to the spectacle we see in the first Hunger Games movie/book. While the movie only costs $100 million to make, it will struggle to hit the break-even point given its current trajectory. However, thanks to smart financing by Lionsgate, it's probably going to make its money back and maybe a little bit more. Worldwide, it crossed the $100 million mark this week, and depending on how the week goes into Thanksgiving, we'll decide if Lionsgate manages to coax this latest entry to the franchise into hit territory, or if it will wind up flopping. The Thanksgiving weekend may give it a boost. Had they marketed the film less like it was 2019 and more accurately to what the film actually is, that might have been easier. That is all I have for you this video. If you like what I do here, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and share the video. I'm still working on the next DC on Film entry, but it is getting closer, so look out for that. Until then, tschüss.